Howdy everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at eco. Specifically, we're going to be taking a look at how to form nations. Now, the developers are going to actually update this game and add special blocks like home markers and national constitution buildings that will automatically facilitate everything I'm about to show you. But until that update releases, as far as I can tell, this is the only real way to have borders and nations. So let's get started. For step one, you obviously will need a capital building. Hewn logs or mortared stone will do it for the first few buildings, but you will need to get some lumber or bricks in there because some of the tier requirements are 1.5 or 1.8. The second step is having a zoning board. You open that up and it will let you kind of paint where you want things with a right click of the mouse. You can name everything, all the districts, and you can even erase. You can set a huge brush or a tiny one. And in this, you will draw the borders of your nations. Now, it is probably a good idea to talk to other people on the server and think, what do they want? What borders are good? We can also just propose something based on where everybody's kind of living when they're grouped up. Once we have those borders defined, we can start to make laws around them and define a demographic around them. But first, we gotta record the custom stat that allows people to become citizens, and the method for becoming it. So we will go to the court to start a law. As you can see here, I've already got these set up. And what this does is, how I have it set it up at least, is if we are in Sunset Plains and you're dropping a gold bar, and the citizen is the owner, and it checks to make sure that they're not a citizen of anywhere else, at least in the last 6 hours, then they become a citizen. However, if they pick it up, and they're inside, and they're the owner, and they are a citizen of that land, then they are no longer a citizen. As we can see here, how I have it set up, -1 on the record custom stat. So how does this actually work? So, drop or pick up gold bar, district requirements, the plane we proposed. Once you draft a zone, it will actually show up as parentheses proposed. Custom stat name. Now here's the thing, you're gonna have to do a lot of these compares, custom stat queries. The left one is gonna be a custom stat query. The custom stat is gonna be whatever you name your citizen. I have one sit here, sit, etc. The ones for Sunset Plains is sunsit. So each one of these places has a different define for each of the districts. You can name them whatever you want, it doesn't matter. As it says under record custom stat, this is the name of the stat that will be recorded, creating it if it doesn't exist. So we set that count to 1, and that will interact with the demographics at the Census Bureau. So you take a Census Bureau, and we'll look at that demographic. So you can see here I have sunset defined under a custom stat query, under a compare, time range in hours, the whole time of the server. If they've ever, like this will check one, forever, basically. If it is equal or greater than to 1, then they will be known as a citizen. But now that we have citizens, they need representatives. But we don't want just anybody voting for other people's representatives, so we're gonna need to make a special election process that will now take the demographic that we just made, and those will be the only people allowed to vote or veto. Finally, we set the election process to that new election process that only takes the citizens into account. We make the eligible candidates only those citizens, and there you have it. We have nations with representation of the people within them. Now, obviously this will be a lot more elegant when the devs actually do it. I hope that devs add an ability to copy and paste laws, because man, some of that stuff is tedious. But in the meantime, this is our best solution. And as you can see, it works. I'm now a citizen. And it even works to fire me when I'm no longer a citizen. Well, that's gonna do it. All you guys have a wonderful day. And yeah, don't kill yourself as always. Bye!